If all else fails in Iran and the United States has to resort to military action, the first move will probably be an effort to cut off Iran's oil exports. This could be done either by mining the Persian Gulf ports that serve the Abadan oil fields or a naval blockade at the mouth of the Gulf. A blockade would anger other oil-producing countries in the area and risk confrontation with warships of the Soviet Union. It would also require a much larger fleet than the 26 ships of the U.S. Navy already in the nearby Indian Ocean. Sealing off Iranian ports would be simpler and less risky. Mines could be dropped by planes from the 2 American aircraft carriers in the Indian Ocean. The technique would be the same as that employed when President Nixon ordered Haiphong and a half-dozen other North Vietnamese ports mined in 1972 to cut off the supply of weapons from communist bloc countries. That operation was only a partial success. Some ships loaded with arms turned back, but some ships made it into port with their cargoes as the mines were cleared. President Kennedy chose a naval blockade, which is not an act of war, to stop the shipment of Russian missiles to Cuba in 1962. A mighty armada of 90 American ships led by 8 aircraft carriers jammed with attack planes assembled for the quarantine of Cuba. The critical point passed when the Russians permitted some of their ships to be stopped and searched. There are Navy men who would like the chance to relive that moment of past glory. But if President Carter has to make the decision to use military tactics, the experts think he's more likely to pick the safer option of mining Iran's ports. Bob Clark, ABC News, Washington.